Welcome to This Thing's Got Problems. I'm Eric. Sunday morning in the garage. A little cool. That's fine. Today, the thing that has problems is this 1968 C10 Chevrolet. The problem is me. I was going to order some parts. U-joints. I need U-joints to put the axle into the chassis. But what we have is, all we have is this. It's like they brought this up from the Titanic. The threads are pretty much gone. The nuts are trashed. Not even round. I don't know how that happens. But, hello. I'm thinking I'm going to drag that thing over to here, blow part of my back out, but the part that's not necessary for work the rest of the week. And then I'm going to see if I can unshave a shaved door handle, meaning it's at the time it was cool, but now, emergency personnel need to get to you inside of a truck. It'd be nice if it had a handle, especially if it's for your wife. So I'm going to see if I can undo the sheet metal that's been kind of tack weld onto the body panel. Here, I'll just show you. All right, so the old 12 bolt is painted. I threw the backing plates for the drums on because one-man show here. I'm going to drag that sumbitch over to here and at least, get it in position until... Did I keep saying U-joints? I meant U-bolts, but you know what I meant. Never mind. It's fine. And then here we go. Okay, so we have some holes that have been patched-ish from factory mirrors. That actually looks like that might have been the factory mirror. And then, the 70s rolled around and those big bastards came in, which I kind of like the look of. Not sure if Stacy's going to dig on it. But then there's this right here. Unfortunate. Right here with what happened. I don't know if that was a hole blown through there. I don't know if that's factory. I'm also not sure if there's the dip still in there and they slapped this on and just left space, or if they cut it out, but welded it, right? That's the weld you want, right? You want it all one piece. You don't want to leave any place for moisture to build, right? Because that's bad. And then, lock. So, that's round. We can kind of see where that was. This is the concern. I tried looking in the door. Maybe if I get a big-ass light. Hold on. Hold that thought, all right? Be right back. All right, so I got a big-ass light jammed in here. Let's see. Now, if you look all the way down, see if I can get it to focus up in that hole. Looks like the rusty bits have been cut out. And there's sheet metal that has been started down here. Just bang the camera off the ground. Don't worry about that jolt. You're fine. Everything's fine. But the concern today is what's happening in here. And that to me looks like that, that indent for the handle is still in there. They didn't cut it out. It's having a hard time focusing. But that might mean there's a little hope, right? That's what that is, I think. And of course, welded up the holes there. Great. Whew. Okay, so that thing's not light. Got it back to what I'm calling my work area. It's not on the bed. All right, we're not doing dents here. It's resting on the lawnmower, which is resting on that box, which has got some junk behind that, which is resting on the wall. So it should be fine. It's not going to go anywhere. Rubber coated. So we're safe there. I'm going to go find, right now, my weapon of choice. Over there. Going with the Master Mechanic. $12 still on a cord that doesn't fit in its own box. Dremel wannabe. When I think I'm going to... Like, they're always found this way, right? This is how they're always found? So first things first, I suppose I'm going to zip tie these guys up out of the way so I can drag this axle over and Stop busting my shins on it. Everybody's working for the weekend. Can't sing. Drop the zip tie already. Am I going to have to double this? Yes. All right. These zip ties don't zip or tie. What's happening here? Wrong way. It's fine. Get that up. That through. Lift with your good knee. That should last just long enough for you to get in position for it to slam down on you. It's going to feel awesome. I keep putting this thing higher up in the air to make it easier to work on, but then you got to get over it. Here we go. Up, through, good knee, lift, zip, done. Next. So I've been dreading this moment for a while. It's heavy, it's bulky. This floor has, they're not cracks, they're steps. And my wife made me do yard work yesterday, so I'm already half. I'm in a state. All right, I'm not great right now, but I'm going to do this anyway because I'm also an idiot. Ready, break. Can I possibly put this on a jack? I have to get past that first. That's actually the better of the cracks. Over here, I mean, you shouldn't see an outline in your foam. And it's damn there should, don't even, you know what, don't look at it. Can I get a jack? Maybe to this point, and then just slide her in. All right, so I bought this piece from a place called Track Auto before the Iraq War, and it seems to still be doing okay, even though you have to keep, sometimes you have to keep doing this, and sometimes it's fine. It's very weird. Been waiting for Harbor Freight to have a sale on that purple one because I like it. It's got metal flake in it. Shouldn't have waited. Can I? Nope. Can I just lift the whole thing? Oh yeah, possibly, but shouldn't. Not recommended. What if I? Oh, yep. Get that over here. Then gently ease it down. Gently. Come back over here. And then, I don't know how much of a show I'm giving you right now. I apologize. And then you lift that, get that out of there. And then just like this. Kind of, this isn't working exactly like I thought. Oh, okay. Ooh, cleared the crevice. Things to say on your first date. Lift. Nope. Too far back. Lift. Slide. Lift. Slide. Lift. Slide. All right. Oh, okay. All right. We're ready for the show again. All right. Lift. Yep. Slide. Okay, this isn't that bad. I've had way worse situations. Get that over here, and then don't roll off. Let it over. There we go. We did it, everybody. So can I just use these Are there threads there? Wow. I can't tell what's happened. You probably won't be able to see. They're not even straight. Like, why? Okay, well, that one starts. Can I just use these until I stop being a freaking idiot and remember to order some parts? Well, oh! It's lube, work it back and forth. And consider it. Oh, wait, just you can tell it's like loose, tight, and then loose, loose, loose. Like, yeah, I think we're getting somewhere. All right, so that should do it enough for, just get it off the ground. All right. Or it's getting into one of those situations where you feel like you're going to need a mallet. Like nothing's obvious yet. You just got that feeling. I have no idea how old that plane is. It just flew by. It sounds like the 40s out there. All right, so it looks like I have to get this under that thing and then bring it back. And somehow lift both using only my left back muscles and hopes and dreams. Awesome. Jam some wood under the whole thing. Let's go. Just lift. Let's get in there. Okay. Oh, that may have worked. Oh. All right. Sweet. Something happened. That thing definitely needs a pinion seal. All that's really in that diff is like 6 gallons of WD-40. And it's kind of pouring out. I wonder if there's even a seal in there. This thread's going to be a dick. Of course it is. Of course it is. I feel like a time lapse coming on. You? Agreed. All right. Ice cold. Axle's in. Enough. So it's off the ground, and I'm not going to bash into it, and I have a little bit more space here to do whatever it is I'm going to do. I'm way too close to this camera. I'll just, all right. So yeah, I think I do some exploratory surgery on that door, and I got to order U-bolts. Those things, I don't know if you can tell in the time lapse the struggle. It's super fine thread, and if it's not just right, they ain't going on. And they pretty much want to be married to the thing they were on before, and I don't know what that was. I didn't take the truck apart. So I got them enough. So it's off the ground and, stabilized a bit. And I'll get the new parts in and we'll go on from there. But all right, I guess onto the door. And I think, before we get to that door, I'll get everything I missed. I was painting this thing. Like I said in the last video, I just want it black. I have a concern about this really thick primer they used that I don't think it's going to stay on the truck very long, use words, once it starts hitting bumps and so on. No reason to paint that, other than I just want to. Back worry too much about that because I'm going to take that part out so I can change the seal, but you know, just make it a little nicer. Fill this shop up with a little bit more fumes so I feel better about being in here. Good enough. And if for some reason you didn't see those videos before this one, we're using Eastwood Extreme Chassis Black satin finish. So, although I kind of wish I would have done the differential in gloss now for, you know, contrast. But then it's like, who's going to be looking under there? And if someone is looking there, under there, I'd be like, dude, why are you looking under my truck right now? It would be weird. This thing ain't going to shows, that's for sure. It's going to the grocery store and the Home Depot and to work. And we're going to drive it, okay? It sure does look good in gloss, though. I guess it doesn't matter. Whew. You're next. That moved. Interesting. Oh, yeah. That's not even attached in any kind of real way. That's just... It is ungood welds. So, I don't feel that bad about doing this. It was never going to hold. Ooh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Just a little. So basically, I'm just taking these tacks out. And as I'm doing it, I got the screwdriver jammed in there. It's popping loose so I can see where the seam is, so I don't go getting the good part of the door, just the crappy part of the bad welds that are already breaking loose. I feel a time lapse coming on. All right, so remember when I was talking earlier about, you know, leaving a place for moisture to get in and to rust? To do this right, you would have cut all that out and then welded that in. It's even shaped the wrong way. Probably that way. Huh. I wonder if they even had that in wrong. Because even the cuts look better. But this is backwards, honestly. That would have followed, you know, the contour of the door better. Anywho's, yeah, so that's out. And move on to that. Really, I mean, this had like 2 welds that kind of, right here and here, that was holding it. And I didn't want to keep going back and forth because then, you know, you pull a whole lot of the good metal. So anyways, all right, moving on. All right, so I jumped ahead a little bit. You didn't really need to see that entire process, but I do have an update. Well, for one, I need readers to see what I'm doing on a car now. Getting old. Terrible update. All right, so as suspected, yeah, it was just kind of laid on there, and it was upside down. So it would have looked better had they put it on the correct way. Took most of that out, and boy, is there a mess inside of there. I don't know what. I got to see how this is installed. Maybe that was. Maybe that's how they ran the bolts. I got to find the handle and see. This is a mess. I have to try to smooth that out. And that, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. And I just pushed on it, and it popped out. Here, I'll show you what was behind there. So that was it. That was the outside of the door. That was the view from the inside. Came with a handle. Yeah, so I was able to just, you know, smoosh that right through. If I would have just body worked over this, there's no way that stuff would have survived. No way in hell. So I'm going to see what I got left in here that's not all completely torn up from the last project to try to smooth. Ooh, rough. To try to smooth this out. But I think that's probably enough for this video. So I feel like we got somewhere today. We got part of my floor back, so I can walk around. That's good. Why did my neck just pop in 3 different spots? Don't know if you heard that, but it's concerning. So that's back on the frame where it should be. I'm going to continue on with the door a little bit, I guess. And that is probably about it for this week. Thanks for subscribing. There's a couple new motorcycle how-tos. Aluminum rims if you got some corroded ass wheels. This is a way to fix it, you know, cheap, on a budget, by hand. All the leaves are invading the garage right now. That's what you're hearing going on there. Yeah, thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting down there. Question for you guys that are good welders. What size gas tank do I need for this MIG for the average home dude? I mean, they are significantly different in price. So too small is probably going to be too small. I got that. But do I need, what size tank would you recommend? Comments down below. Thanks. All right, we'll talk to you next time.